23rd.
Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
And that is breaking news coming from Detroit's east side tonight, where a fight between two women turns deadly. Glad you're with us tonight at 11. Witnesses say the fight got out of control right in the middle of the street.
Shots were fired at Hayes and Fordham, just a block away from 7 Mile. That's where our Mara McDonald is right now. And Mara, what do we know?
Sandra, let me set the scene up for you. Number one, take a look back there. You can see we've got heavy police presence out here on Hayes Road. As a matter of fact, DPD has shut down Hayes in both directions, as it has been now for at least 2 hours. You can see crime scene on the scene. They're looking for shell casings right now after a fight got completely out of control in the middle of the street. Police telling us behind the wheel of this silver PT Cruiser was a 47-year-old woman, and she, according to witnesses, tried to use her car as a weapon to hit a 37-year-old woman who was in the street. That 37-year-old woman is a licensed CPL holder and fired at the car, killing the 47-year-old driver. Friends on the street say the 47-year-old was a waitress at a nearby Coney Island and had just gotten off of work this evening when the fight started. Back here live, what we are hearing from witnesses out here on the street is that these two women know each other. They are not strangers to one another. Now, what the fight is about, that is a matter that nobody seems to be incredibly clear on. DPD is not commenting on that. They will only say that they have taken that 37-year-old CPL holder and detained her while they try and figure out what the real story is behind this fight. We're live on Detroit's east side. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Yeah, updates coming bright and early tomorrow morning. All right, Mara. In the shadow of Detroit's newest gym, Little Caesars Arena is a trail of so far unfulfilled promises that are about to get national television exposure. We're talking about District Detroit, the huge neighborhood development that was supposed to accompany the arena. Jason Colthorpe has been talking to the people who've been keeping score on the deal, and many of them don't see any progress. Jason.
Devin, they actually think we've gone backwards on this whole deal as of right now. They say there are fewer residential units, fewer small businesses than when the whole thing started, meaning when LCA was first built. And now all of that to be highlighted tomorrow night, 10 p.m. on HBO's Real Sports, which has been investigating this for the last year. It's a Pistons playoff game night, which means things are busy around Little Caesars Arena. But around a few corners in what the Ilitches and Olympia have dubbed District Detroit, things aren't as busy as some would like.
700 units of new residential hasn't happened. Millions of dollars of parking has.
Francis Grunow, chair of the Neighborhood Advisory Committee, says the Ilitches' promise of 50 blocks of commercial, retail, and residential development has gone unfulfilled.
From day one, they promised to do this stuff in parallel, to build the arena, but also work on these other aspects of building the neighborhood, and they have not done that.
Last April, Phase 2 of District Detroit was announced, complete with renderings, but 1 year later, none of those 6 projects around LCA appear to be close to completion.
You put in more parking lots, but what about residential?
And many who live here know it.
I mean, I can understand the bottom line, the bottom dollar is about making that dollar, but what about the people that's going to make you that dollar and spend their dollars that in your businesses?
And promises were made.
And if you're not keeping your promises, then why should I spend my money?
I think just telling this story and making people aware of what else the district was supposed to be and what it yet could be is really what we need to, focus on.
Now, we reached out to Olympia and the Ilitch family for a comment on this story and got no response. Which you might expect, they're partners with the Ilitch family in Olympia. And they say, as it comes to this project, they think the progress is going well. But as to that difficult timeline, the city said this, and I want to read you part of its statement. The reality is that major development often takes time. Some projects announced several years ago are still not under construction due to a variety of unexpected factors. When you take on a 50-block redevelopment, it's not surprising that some aspects will move more quickly than others. Devin?
Well, Jason, it does look like work is being done on some of the Phase 2 buildings, but are you getting any sense of a timeline for that?
No timeline on those, but yes, there is some construction going on. And, while you mentioned the Eddystone, which isn't part of Phase 2, but is one of those buildings people often point to as a symbol of this. And if you look behind me, behind LCA, it's the building that's all dark. A lot of people say, hey, that was supposed to be done now. Well, I did talk to the city about that, and they say an architecture firm and construction firm are now under contract for the Eddystone. So hopefully we start to see some progress, at least on that one.
We sure do.
Devin?
All right, Jason. Meanwhile, Detroit Mayor Duggan is now the target of recall petitions. 2 separate petitions filed today. Both cite an inspector general investigation to whether the mayor gave preferential treatment to the nonprofit Make Your Date. The mayor's office has denied any wrongdoing. Controversial activist Robert Davis and Detroit resident Brenda Hill are behind the petitions.
Not bad for a Monday. We stayed dry. We hit 70 degrees back-to-back days, but I know you are tracking some changes, of course, right?
Some of them coming tonight. In fact, Fort Live radar shows that the rain that's been crossing the lake trying to make its way here, but it's been drying up pretty quick. But don't worry, there's plenty more where that came from on the other side. So we will be seeing showers and possibly some thunderstorms by tomorrow morning. Timing-wise, will be dry for a lot of us until we get closer to daybreak, about 6 a.m. Should start seeing some development. And we're not expecting anything strong or severe, but just a few showers and maybe a rumble out there through the morning commute. Most of this gone by 9 o'clock. Anything that lingers is going to be closer to a low to the north at about 11 o'clock or noon. After that, we're all dry. Temperatures 62 at noon. We will still recover to a nice number despite the cold front coming through, and we'll see where we go for the rest of the week in just a few minutes. Sandra?
Thank you, Ben. A man is in jail tonight accused of strangling his landlord and then stealing her $17,000 engagement ring. Tia McLean was heading to the garage to help her roommate, 48-year-old Shane Fountain, find his wallet. But once inside, she says Fountain had a different plan.
When I'm all down on the ground, he does my hands, he puts one over my mouth, he does my feet, then he comes back to my hands, and he works at my ring.
While being choked, McLean pretended to lose consciousness, hoping Fountain would stop. Police arrested him at an Amtrak station in Washington, and they found the ring at a Detroit pawn shop. Fountain is now facing multiple assault charges.
A local towing company being investigated by the Attorney General now faces a class action lawsuit. Suit alleges Breakthrough Towing engaged in illegal and rogue towing practices, typically charging in excess of $400 for customers and local businesses in Detroit and Hamtramck to get their cars back. Lawsuit also claims several businesses received kickbacks for allowing Breakthrough Towing to tow illegally from their properties.
Video from inside a Romulus 7-Eleven shows an armed robber pointing a gun at the clerk's face. It happened last Tuesday. This was after 3 men walked into the store just before midnight. 2 of the men grabbed cash from the registers. The 3rd man, he was waiting at the door. No one was hurt. The 3 men were last seen running toward West Village Estates, right near Ecorse Road.
Well, you could see was hurting. That was for certain. Didn't stop Blake Griffin from delivering another gutsy performance tonight at Little Caesars Arena.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bernie, though, it wasn't enough for the Pistons.
No, not enough. And you could see the difference in the 2 teams, an 8 seed and a 1 seed, but he was tough. No team, though, has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit in the NBA playoffs. That stat is intact tonight at LCA. Bucks with a big second-half push beat the Pistons. Milwaukee finishes off the 4-game sweep. We've got highlights starting the second quarter. Bucks are going to turn it over here. Pistons on the run. Watch Langston Galloway go behind the back right here to Andre Drummond for the slam at the half. Pistons led at 62-56. He had 15. Blake Griffin had 22. Second half, Bucks took control, didn't let up. Here's Giannis Antetokounmpo on the drive and foul. He had 41. Bucks advance in 4 straight. Afterwards, owner Tom Gores told Jamie Edmonds this team is growing.
I'd say the number one thing I'm happy about as far as progress, we figured out how to get through adversity. To me, that's a culture. And we said that. I think Dwayne, did a great job this year. I think our team came together, and we just got to regroup. But it's not enough. We just want to win.
All right, so 41-41 for the Pistons this year in Dwayne Casey's first year. What do they think about their accomplishment? What's the future look like? You'll hear from the players and Dwayne Casey coming up later in sports.
All 4 games kind of went the same way, really, so it kind of tells you how far away you are from the state of the art, right?
That's exactly right, especially when your best player is playing on one leg. That really was the tough part, too.
All right,
Thanks,
more
Bernie.
coming up, Bernie, a little later on.
It's been a part of Detroit for more than 3 decades.
New tonight, why a thriving business in Eastern Market is set to close.
Plus, a brawl breaks out involving a man wearing an Easter bunny costume. What led to this strange scene right in the middle of a very busy downtown?
But first, she returns to Local 4 later this week after welcoming her first child into her family.
It has gone by so fast. It feels like just yesterday, you know, the doctor was handing him to me.
Yep, Ben and Bernie and I made a trip to check in on Kimberly and baby boy Basil, and that's next.
First.
After welcoming her first child, Kimberly Gill is set to return to Local 4.
I don't know how it's going to go, and it's kind of scary. And I'm probably going to cry when I have to leave him.
Probably, right? A few tears.
Yes.
Kimberly will be back here on Local 4 on Wednesday, 3 months after giving birth.
Tickled to have her back. And recently, Bernie, Ben, and I went to meet the newest member of the Local 4 family.
Kimberly, how are you? Oh, wow.
Look at
He
this.
is so big.
This is
and he's
Uncle
asleep.
Ben. How you doing?
How are you?
So good to see you.
You too.
Hi, Uncle Ben.
Hi there, kiddo.
Hi, Smiley. How are you?
Oh, you're gorgeous. You look great.
Bless you. How you
Nice
doing?
to see you. Let's
Good
see
to
that.
see you.
Let's see that joy.
Let's see Uncle
oh,
Bernie.
Is he gorgeous?
Say hi, Uncle Bert. You're a natural, Smilovitz.
I'm lactating, I think, if this is happening.
You are good. Hi. I had no idea, Bernie. Well, I guess you do have 2 kids, but it's been a while.
Well, that's what you think. You still burp him at 29, too.
You're a natural.
You're coming back the 24th? Are you bringing the baby?
I'm not bringing the baby.
Well, then we don't really need you.
How you doing?
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Nice to see
My
you.
man.
Hi. Say hi, Uncle Devin.
Hi, pal. Can you come to
Hi,
me?
Uncle Devin.
What do you
Say hi, Uncle Devin.
Hi, buddy. He has the most amazing head of hair any baby has ever
He's
had.
already got TV hair.
There's no doubt about it.
I miss you guys.
Oh, you do not.
I do. I miss you. I
What
don't
is
miss
wrong?
coming to work.
Well,
and-
okay.
you know what I mean?
Yes. Let's go with that.
I miss adult conversation. Yeah, I'm good right now. You should come back about 3 in the morning. Not so good.
Is that when you're having most of your conversations?
Exactly. Almost 3 months.
Oh, and a smile too.
A smile. A smile for Uncle Devin.
You look
I feel
amazing.
good. I feel good.
You look fantastic.
I don't know if I'm going to remember how to do my job because.
It's never stopped Bernie, so.
What?
No, it's been great. This has been the best 3 months of my life. I really.
That's awesome. What a great thing to be able to say, right? That's what it ought to be.
I can't believe that I waited this long to experience this, you know? You've got all these uncles. Say hi, Uncle Ben.
What's going on?
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben.
That's just too much. Really enjoy your rice.
It's everything on demand with him. He eats on demand, sleeps on demand. I'm on his schedule. I'm just in his world right now.
That bone-chilling cry when you're in a dead sleep
goodness.
is the worst of this whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's like 4 in the morning. You're like,
Yeah.
is it my turn?
Yep, exactly.
Is it my turn?
No, and then you both take turns acting like you're more asleep than the other one. One of the things that always kind of helped Corey and I, and it took us a couple of kids to figure this out, you think you're going to make your kid what you want that kid to be? The hard drive was installed in the factory. You can add the peripherals.
Yeah.
But you're not changing the hard drive.
So true. I can already see that.
Yeah.
I would tell you that as he grows up, you'll find what his passion in life is and just feed it.
Feed that passion.
That's it, because then you'll have a happy, healthy baby.
That's good advice.
It is.
It's
It's
really
really-
good.
it's-
Because in your mind, you kind of have how you want your kid to be, and you know that's maybe not who they are.
It goes by in the blink of an eye. I don't feel like the father of a 30-year-old. What happened? It was yesterday. That's the thing I think you'll notice most is the time acceleration.
I'm interested to see how it's going to work when I come back.
Were you worried about that?
I'm really worried about it, but people do it all the time, so.
The tough part will be for Ben and I babysitting this child while you're at work.
I think if we just kept him with us on the set, ratings would go through the roof.
You're right.
Right?
I think we probably should see, like some tosses, some segues, just make sure she's out of, she's gone for 3 months. It's not like riding a bike doing this strenuous job, as you well know.
I'm willing to hold Basil through all of the newscasts.
Hey, we can all
He
take
was
turns.
wasn't he great?
It was an unbelievable baby, but the most impressive part, That head of hair.
Seriously.
Holy
Billy
smokes.
D. Williams.
Yeah, I just want to like.
It's fantastic.
Whoa.
And those
It'll be on
big
TV
brown
before we
eyes.
know it.
You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good stuff. By the way, Kimberly is sharing a couple of the funnier stories that have happened. And of course, we all know those come along with the territory as well, including a day at Somerset where pretty much nothing went right.
That's
And
a good one.
You can find those at clickondetroit.com. But she'll be back with us on Wednesday. We're so excited about it.
We are. We miss her.
Yep.
Wait.
All right, so what have we got coming between now and then?
Well, we finally got some 70s in here, and we did get to keep them today, but not so much for the rest of the week. This may be the warmest temperatures that we see, especially in the west zone. 72 in Ann Arbor today. Flint and Adrian both got to 74, but with that wind coming off the water on the east side, we had been seeing some of these cooler temperatures out here, 60s for the most part for highs today. Current temperatures not too bad for this time of night, 50s and 60s out there as we speak. But it was a pretty nice weekend. You can almost imagine this caption, "My work here is done." LaDonna got this in Livonia of the bunny. You know, I never could catch him when I was little, but apparently she got the photo as he was leaving town. So appreciate that on Storm Pins. Here's the rain that we've been watching overnight. Now, a lot of this is going to go to the north. That's where the better dynamics are. However, do expect, as we said earlier in the show, to see at least a couple showers and maybe a rumble of thunder as we get started tomorrow morning. So as far as the timing goes, it's probably going to be in the heart of the commute when we see most of this activity. It's not going to be completely solid rain from north to south, but they'll be around. And then as we get later into the morning, anything that's left towards the noon hours should be closer to that low as it pulls up out of Saginaw Bay and into parts of Ontario. That cold front is going to be bringing some colder air in here. I don't think we're going to notice it all that much Tuesday because we will get some late sunshine and then we will stay dry for much of the week. Maybe a shower with this system late on Thursday, but much of the remainder of the week is going to be rain-free. 68 with those morning showers and some thunder, and then sunshine emerges in the second half of the day. We're going to take a look at highs. Remember, second half of the day, we are going to be seeing sunshine, so that'll help get us back to the 60s. And in some cases, these east side temperatures may be warmer than what we picked up today. 68 in the city, officially 68 in Romulus. South zone, you'll be in the mid to upper 60s here as well. But places that see that cold front come through earlier, you may be a little bit chillier, especially up there in Genesee County. 58 in Flint. Fenton, you'll be at 59. And a good chunk of our north zone is going to see temperatures in the 50s for highs tomorrow as well. But notice this, 7-day forecast, every single box here for high temperatures, 60 or above. So this roller coaster stuff, that's for the birds. We're done with that. We're going to start smoothing out the bumps as we head into next week. A couple cold mornings, but generally seeing 60s, that means we're here.
We're in there, definitely a good sign.
Yeah.
Us and the bunny. It's another reason not to skip breakfast. A new study reveals the dangers of not eating a full meal in the morning.
But first, a man in an Easter Bunny costume caught in a brawl tonight. He's explaining why he got involved in that fight in the first place.
His son was born inside a jail cell because the mother was locked up for driving on a suspended license.
And that is just unacceptable to me. If you're a judge.
The ACLU says if the family was not poor, it never would have happened.
It's morally wrong and it's unconstitutional. We need to put a stop to it.
Now the father is speaking out, supporting a plan to do away with cash bail in Michigan for nonviolent criminals.
For a woman that's 8 months pregnant, she's not running away. She can't afford to pay your bond.
The Defenders, tomorrow at 5 on Local 4.
A man in Florida learned the hard way you don't mess with the Easter Bunny.
Video from last night in downtown Orlando shows a man throwing down with a man dressed in an Easter Bunny costume. Witnesses claim the bunny hopped into action after the man hit a woman during an argument. Well, police stepped in to break up the brawl, and in the end, no arrests were made.
In Good Health tonight, a recent study shows why breakfast may indeed be the most important meal of the day. The study found people who never eat breakfast had an 87% higher risk of dying from a heart-related illness, specifically heart disease or stroke. The study looked at data from more than 6,000 people between 1988 and 1994. Experts say more research is needed to determine if missing breakfast actually could shorten your life expectancy. The iconic Russell Street Deli and Eastern Market planning to close its doors following a dispute with its new landlord.
This is crushing news for a lot of folks. According to Cranes Detroit, the issue is regarding the building's 128-year-old floors. A co-owner told Cranes the landlord wanted to significantly increase lease payments after needing $50,000 to repair those floors. Russell Street Deli's last day of business expected to be September 28th. It is a real institution.
It is. It's a local gem.
Tough one.
That will be a sad one. Stay with us. Bernie's coming up next with sports.